Swadika and welcome to Be My Guest, the program which brings you successful story of entrepreneurs and organizations in both the domestic and international arenas. I'm Sarosha Ratanapian. And presently we see lots of hybridity in the world we are living in, and agro-tourism has been one that I wish to talk about in this session. So in this episode of the program, I would like to bring up the issue of eco-agro-tourism to another level, where a group of hotel owners could beautifully well combine business, agriculture and tourism, and has become a model to many others. And currently I am with Mr. Eddie Tanoto Sukardi, the Managing Director of Taman Simalam Resort in Indonesia. Swadika.
Yeah, thank you.
So first of all, many fans of Be My Guest might not know you, so could you briefly introduce yourself to our fans?
Yeah, my name is Eddie Tanoto Sukardi. I'm a Managing Director of Taman Simalam Resort. We are based in North Sumatra, Indonesia, and precisely on top of Lake Toba, northwestern part of Lake Toba.
Okay.
So, it's an agro-tourism resort, and it's about 200 hectares of a resort where we have tourism, we have agro as well as eco combined together.
Okay. Talking about agro-tourism, many people may not know this term yet, so could you explain a little bit more what agro-tourism is?
Yeah. The agro-tourism is more like an experience, where you combine the hotels, the normally accommodations with the experience, especially the farm experience. So, we have this initiative after the Asian financial crisis where everything collapsed, including the tourism industry. So there's a need for a revolution of the tourism and also the agro industry.
Okay.
Yeah, because in late 1990s in Indonesia, especially our region in North Sumatra, we have a problem with harvest. We have problem with exporting our products because of the high spraying of pesticides. Yeah. At the same time, because of the political situation, a lot of people are not coming to North Sumatra or Indonesia because of the unstable politics. So we start in year 2000. We look for land near Lake Toba, and we start finding 200 hectares, one farce of land to create like an agro experience in the tourism industry. Other than agro, we also have the eco as well. And the vision is to create a more like a sustainable resort. So agro-tourism is basically more on the agro experience, for the guests, for the farmers, and for all the stakeholders around the lake.
Okay. It's very interesting and surprising that when a resident or when a guest goes to your hotel and then they can have experience. So what experience are you talking about here?
Yeah, we have our farms. We have our orange farm, we have a loquat farm, we have fruit farms, we have a tea plantations, we have a coffee plantations, and we have vegetables farms. So the experience where guests join our resort, they can actually have the experience of planting the seeds for vegetables. They have the experience of watering. They have experience of fertilizing the vegetables, as well as harvest the vegetables for their own steamboat at night, because we also provide the steamboat dinner. So they know all the process and they more in touch with the clean farming. So they more acceptable to the kind of organic farming.
Okay.
Secondly, we also have a tea and coffee experience where guests can harvest the tea and coffee, and then they process it themselves, and then they grind the coffee or they ferment the tea leaves, and then after that they serve for themselves or for their friends or for their parents. Also, there's juice making activities for children where the kids can harvest their own fruits, strawberries, and then they juice it for their own parents to drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm wondering right now how many hotels have done like your hotel in Indonesia.
So far we haven't met anyone,
Wow.
but maybe the closest might be in Java, but it's not actually, it is run maybe on the smaller scale than us.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because we have more products, while some resorts in Java, maybe they focus more on the strawberry farm or vegetables farm on the smaller scales. But for us, we combine there's a tea, there's a coffee, there's a vegetables, there are fruits, as well as there's a ecosystem in the jungle. Yeah, we have about 130 hectares of jungles for guests, for children to experience what is inside the jungle.
Okay. So what guests, and other people or participants can learn when they join in these experiences selling?
The experience is that they are more in touch, with the nature. So they understand what is inside the rainforest. What kinds of trees, what kinds of herbs inside the forest. For the vegetables, they understand the need, for clean farming. They can be we also sell our products to the supermarket. So from the experience in our farm, they become more acceptable to organic products. So also for the tea and coffee, we also plant it in the organic way, and they sow it themselves, and they are more acceptable to our products.
Talking about and focus on organic products here. Organic goods are a special item in Indonesia or not? So, or how people are aware of organic products in your country?
Yeah, basically, in the Sumatra, we are the first organic planters that being certified, and it's with the help of German International Corporation, who helps the initiative in 2012 to help us certify. So from then onwards, we expand on it. We work with the farmers, and slowly, when we started selling our products in 2013, we have a lot of rejections from the supermarket because of the higher price, because we actually sell it at about 30% higher than the market price. Even then, it's not acceptable. But slowly, we keep on pushing, and up to today, 2017, our products are more widely acceptable, and we have a lower rate of return from the supermarket.
Wow, okay, so that's a kind of success as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that your hotel and then you and your father or your family
Yes.
have done so far. From your perspective, so what is the outlook agro tourism and also organic products in Indonesia?
For agro-tourism, I think it's a growing industry, and we are very optimistic on it, because in the city life, we saw children, we saw everyone are sticking to gadgets. So they need something that is closer to nature. So I think as a parents, they will not want their children to spend all the time in the gadgets. So they want something that is different. So this is some experience, the difference that we are creating for the public. As for the organic products, with the better education, and also the experience they have in our resort, we saw that there is a continuous growing demand. In fact, we have been expanding our farmers group, teaching them, and we are still not able to fulfill the demands for organic products, even in North Sumatra itself.
Okay. For now, it's time for a short break. We're right back with learn more on the starting point of this project and also challenges that are facing agro-tourism, by Mr. Tanato. So please stay tuned and be my guest. So welcome back to the program, and I'm Sarosha Ratanapian, and I'm with Mr. Tanoto Sukardi, the Managing Director of Taman Simalim Resort in Indonesia. And in the last break, you have told us what experiences that customers and also other people can learn as well when they come to visit your resort. Now, I would like to go back a bit about the starting point, or what inspired you to build this resort?
We have our own resort in North Sumatra. It's at a city called Brastagi. So it's not very well known to the world. And we started the resort in 1990, and then it growing well. But then after that, in the 1997 financial crisis, we suffer. I mean, all the Asian regions actually suffer because of the Asian financial crisis. So that make my father and a group of investors rethink of strategy to revive the North Sumatra tourism. At the same time, there is a head of Regency, Pak Rupai Pranginangin, who actually give an advice on why not build one sustainable resort, in the region, North Sumatra, where you can combine eco, agro with the hotel industry. So we look for the place, few places, and in 2001, we finally found a place that is suitable and is easier to market, which is at Lake Toba. And it's the same thing, it's in the Karo Regency. It's the same place where we built our resort earlier. So we acquire initially about 60 hectares, and ultimately we expand up to 200 hectares. The land that we acquire, including the rainforest, which is about 130 hectares. The reason why we also acquire the rainforest and we try to preserve it, for the water supplies to our resort. So that is the reason why we built a resort, because we want to integrate, the tourism experience with the agro experience as well as eco experience.
Okay, so it's agro experience, eco experience, and at the same time, so it's a business term as well that you need to make the profit, right, into the business here. And I believe that when you wanted to start to break from the cloud, from other hotels, I believe there are challenges as well that your hotel and your family or partners need to face. So what are they? What are the challenges there?
When we built the resort, there are challenges from the local people around, where we have to actually make them acceptable to what we built. We have to do the explanation to them that we are doing something good for them. More of the challenges is more on the farming side, the organic farm side, where we face the problem with the climates. When we built the resort, it's at the highland and it's subjected to the wind and uneven rain. It can be some long drought as well. But we counter it by using the organic technology, where we use a lot of compost, where we actually do run pipes in our resort, as well as we look for rivers in the farmers' land where they can actually have still plant even during drought. Another challenges is on the neighbors. The nearby farms still spray a lot of chemicals, and all the pests and all the disease, they still come to our organic farms. So we actually built some sort like a barrier using corn plants or using some wild plants to prevent that from coming in. So the last challenges will be on the education as well. I mean, a lot of hotel guests are actually looking for good accommodation, while we actually built a more simple accommodation, I mean using wood products, and we want the experience, they face the experience like we want them to enjoy the experience outside in the agro and eco area. So that is something that we have to educate the guests. In terms of our organic products, we have to educate them again to be able to accept maybe some dots or some broken leaves, because these are actually attacked by the insects. So there's a lot of challenges in educating for these past 10 years to the consumers.
I see. But at the end of the day, so is it a success in order to educate someone, who haven't any ideas about what organic products is or what experiences are outside of the hotel?
We can see that when we start organic, initially when we start our farms, it's more like a conventional farming. We still spray a lot. We also just like some farmers, because we actually plant our farms, we open our farms in a rocky areas. So we thought that we need to have a lot of NPK chemicals, but we are wrong, because the productivity has in fact dropped after 3 years. So there is a foreign institution comes in, which is GIZ, who actually emphasize that you just need to go be daring, go full born organic. So we actually go organic in 2012, full organic up to today. Yeah, along the way we saw that our products, which is initially rejected by the customers in the supermarket and even in our own agromart, along the time people are more receptive and we see the increase in the demand. Even for some vegetables with dots or yellowish, yeah, people are buying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking apart from education to guests, okay, or to people outside, there's also the education that is really need to enforce on farmers as well. So how can you tackle this challenge?
We actually engage university graduates. We teach them about organic farming in our farms, and we have a few graduates. We send them out to the farmers. So a lot of time we see the government agencies, they always like to work with the farmers group that is initiated by the farmers themselves. But we notice that all the farmers group, they are not corporate. They are not cooperative. They don't work together. They don't have the sense of belongings. So that is the challenge to us. We revise the model. Yeah, we acquire 5 hectares of land. We identify the farmers who are willing to join our organic group. We train them. We train them to use the compost, how to plant for 1 year, and after that, we send them out to their own farms. And then we engage these university students who learn together with them to accompany them. So daily they are supposed to visit this farmers group and to teach them. So from 2012 up to today, we noticed that there is a increase in productivity of the farmers. Yeah, there are more from about 13 crops that we start earlier, become 55 crops that we teach them. Okay. So we also teach them about not only the monoculture farming, but also there is intercropping as well. There's a lot of crops that they need to plant to prevent diseases from spreading.
So how many farmers or how many groups of them are joining and participating in this project currently?
Currently, there's about only 23. Yeah, there's a challenge in to actually pull them in. Yeah, because of the organic require high discipline, and these farmers, because they are aging and lack of knowledge, so a lot of time they join. After that, they give up.
I see.
Because they are not disciplined enough and they are used to conventional spraying, which takes only about 2 weeks once or 1 week once. In organic farming, you need 3 times a day at least to visit your farm. And you need to be able to pluck the insects or these things. You only spray to chase away the insects. Yeah, but you don't actually kill them.
I see.
Yeah, so these are the challenges to the farmers. But to counter this challenge, we actually we actually invite students. We sponsor them from the agriculture schools nearby, about 60 students from all over the schools near Lake Toba to work in our farm. And this year, we bring the farm to one of the schools so that the students can be more in touch with the organic farming.
Okay.
So after they studies, in the afternoon, they do the farming. So at least they can practice directly.
So all in all, it's all about the cooperation between the farmers, students,
Yeah.
and different, partners, especially in a hotel as well. Okay, but for now, it's time for a short break again. We're right back and we learn more on the future plans, okay, of Mr. Tanoto, and also the success you have done so far in terms of customer feedbacks and also villagers of farmers' feedback, okay, on this project. So please stay tuned and be my guest. And welcome back to the program, and I'm still Mr. Eddie Tanoto Sukardi. Okay, and during the first 2 breaks, okay, you have told us about the project, okay, which is a very big and successful project, okay, which is a hotel project that combined agro-tourism and also eco-tourism as well in one project here. And in order to create a success and achieve the success here, I believe that needs some cooperation between the resort and management team. So what are the cooperation that create and brings about the success today?
Yeah. firstly we have to thank with one corporation, which is a German international corporation, who came in 2012 to look for us because they are looking for the partners to start this clean farming initiative. So when they come in, yeah, we accept them with an open arms, and they actually send us with inspectors for the organic certification, as well as give us trainers, and they are the one who actually advise us to make a clean cut from the conventional farming. So you have to take a painful step to convert directly to organic farming. So they sponsor us with the certification, yeah, and yeah, I mean there's a public-private partnership as well, and up to today we are still in cooperation, and we see that with their help, yeah, there is improvement in the organic farming technology, yeah, as well as the demand for our products through the marketing as well.
Okay. If participants and hotel guests want to view, some farming or organic farming technology, so is there any examples where they can come and take a look?
Yeah, our technologies is basically quite conventional, I would say, because it actually can be done by the farmers. So we are supposed to build a technology that can be replicated by the farmers. Firstly, it's like the extraction of the lemongrass. Yeah, we planted lemongrass. It's all over and it's easy to cultivate. We extract the oil from the lemongrass, and this is used to spray on our vegetables to chase away the insects. So we also make organic fungicides from all the herbal plants that can be found in our forests. Yeah, and we also make liquid fertilizers, yeah, from also the wild plants in the forest. So all these can be shown to our guests, as well as the farmers group, as well as the students. So we don't hide the technologies. It's very simple. It can be made. It just need the time and effort to make them so that support this clean farming.
I see. Okay. So what are the plans here or technical support for all farmers?
We provide them with seedlings, provide them with the organic compost, liquid fertilizers, because we are worried that they may be tempted to actually use chemicals on the farms. So we supply them with everything, and we actually buy back the products from them at the price higher than the market price. So we also provide them with technical assistance, and along the years, we also research ourselves with improving our organic pesticides, organic fertilizers, and up to today, we can see that the income of the farmers that join our groups has increased significantly from 2012 to 2017. Average farmers' income has increased by about 20 times.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
And apart from the increase of the wage here or increase of the profit, I would say, okay. So what are the feedbacks from all of these farmers?
It has been a very positive feedbacks, yeah, but a lot of people want to join, but as I mentioned earlier, yeah, the farmers themselves need the discipline. So this is something, these old habits that cannot die, and up to today we can only just accept 20 farmers group. In fact, there are about 100 to 200 applicants to us, but we have to assess them. Firstly, we have to look at the soils and also the neighbors, and whether is it sustainable for them. So the feedback has been positive. A lot of farmers want to join. We also never stop them with conventional farming because we know that they also need other source of income.
I see.
But what we do is that please just allocate a few plots of land for organic farming. It's for your future generation with a lot of compost inside, with no chemicals inside. This land can be turned into gold mine for them.
Okay. And for the last question here for our interview is, what is the future plan for agro-tourism here?
Yeah, we hope that we can replicate this model elsewhere, yeah, and we can rebuild this place to maybe outside Lake Toba, maybe at a smaller scales, but at least this model, which worked for us, we hope can work for other areas as well. maybe in other than Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, or even everywhere.
Okay. And is there any other hotel in Indonesia who want to replicate your model here in Indonesia?
So far, there are a lot of inquiries, yeah, but because it requires a lot of investments and also like an effort, and you need to the break-even point is quite far.
I see.
So it's more like you have to look into like investments, yeah, long-term investments. So this is the hurdle for other hotels who wants to be our partners.
Okay, so keep our fingers crossed, and then we are looking forward to seeing more of these hotels, okay, in the future, not only in Indonesia, but also in other countries as well in ASEAN economic community. And that's all the time we have for our interview today. Thank you very much, Mr. Chanoto.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Taman Semalam Resort in Indonesia has been a model that best describes how farmers' communities are empowered for sustainable, eco-friendly practices on growing horticultural crops in the North Sumatra. And undeniably, the model is a potential example to be replicated by those in Thailand as well. And that's all the time we have for Be My Guest this week. Thank you very much for watching us and tuning into our program this week. For more information, you can log on to thainews.prd.go.th/en. And I'm Sarosha Ratanapian. Swadika.